So one thing that I feel a lot of video game fans have wanted with Nintendo for a long time is some sort of achievement system, and not just any system, but hopefully a universal one. And hell, a lot of third parties I know would like that. So many companies out there have achievement systems. PlayStation has their trophies. Obviously, we know about the gamer score and all of that. With Xbox and Steam's got achievements. And look, achievements have just been a thing that have been around for a very long time. But as always, Nintendo, when they do things, they tend to do it their own way, and their own way isn't always great. They did have a form of achievements tied to like platinum points and all of that, mostly with their mobile games. They have had things as recently as Switch 2. They've had medals in things like Welcome Tour, where you can earn medals, which were achievements, but they weren't things that like apply to your profile and you could like see how many medals your friends got in Welcome Tour. That wasn't a thing. They had a very vague achievement system as well added to Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild with their Switch 2 updates. But bottom line is we just haven't really seen a huge movement for achievements coming from Nintendo. And that might be changing according to the latest rumors. Now, I want to note, of course, that, hey, look, rumors are what they are. You're obviously meant to doubt them, and you should have some skepticism here, but also maybe a smidge of excitement, because what is being said makes sense, especially when you consider the way Nintendo is managing other things. Because if Nintendo were to add some sort of achievement system that's localized to your actual console, and you could actually check your friends' achievements out, that would likely be done in a very Nintendo way. And the way this is described is, well, a very Nintendo way. Now, would this system be launching soon? Would it be launching next year? I don't know. We will get into that in a moment. I want to remind you we have a couple different giveaways going on right now. First, we're giving away 3 copies of Super Mario Galaxy 1+2. You can go ahead and enter in the link down in the description. And then we have an additional link for 5 copies of Kirby Air Riders that we're giving away. Obviously, that one's running into mid to late November. So wish everyone luck on those giveaways. And let's go ahead and dive into this news or rumor or leak or whatever you want to call it. Nash Beatles over here saying, Leak Express. Missions and rewards are gearing up for an update. Achievements are coming. New rewards that will be received depending on the game we play. Icons, wallpapers, points. Points will be received to redeem for rewards, but rewards will also be received directly by playing specific games or achieving certain achievements within the game. Using a specific weapon, defeating a boss without taking damage. These are just examples, right? You will be able to see the rewards and achievements that other users have earned and those they haven't. By meeting certain conditions, rewards can be exchanged. You can choose your favorite rewards to be automatically redeemed when you have enough points. Mandatory to be a Nintendo Switch Online user, which when you have rewards and points involved, that isn't surprising. I don't think achievements should be locked behind it. There could just be the rewards lot behind it. Being able to possibly trade your rewards or with friends or something is quite interesting. You look here, this is just kind of an image that I think he put together. Maybe this is an official image being leaked. Maybe this is an actual leak. I don't know, right? Like I've translated all this stuff. This very well could be a legit image. Maybe he made it. I don't know. What I do care about, of course, is the actual rumor itself. I think that we are in a very interesting time where Nintendo could probably use some positivity going their way, something that would be universally praised. And I feel like this achievement system, while some people are going to pan it for requiring an NSO subscription, I think the NSO subscription is merely for the reward program, especially your ability to trade rewards with friends if you meet certain criteria or your friends meet it. I think that's cool. The rewards could obviously be icons. They do the icon things all the time. We've been able to buy icon packs with platinum points already. They did take away gold points a while back, and I know a lot of us wish that would come back because it helped us get discounts on digital games. But while this isn't seemingly, as far as we're aware, a replacement for that, we don't know. Maybe there's game discount rewards as well, where we can't be known. This thing's not announced yet. I think having an achievement system is pretty cool. My only hope here, and this is something that isn't talked about, and you know what, maybe Nash will clarify in the future, is about third-party games. I just really, really want to note that third-party games are the ones that we really want to see with these achievements. Yes, I want Nintendo games to have them, of course, but if we're going to have achievements, which again aren't something I care a lot about, but it's just a nice to have, then it needs to be available to third parties. So are they going to require third parties to participate in the reward system and the point system, or can they just have the achievements and we can see them and maybe not? I think the point system's interesting. That kind of goes along with like gamer score and stuff like that, I guess, except you spend the points instead of just building up your score. I think that's kind of cool. Obviously, we don't know if there's going to be anything equivalent to like a platinum trophy where it's like you got every achievement in the game. But he does respond to a few people, so I figured we would glance at this. As we go down here, you'll see there is a community note pending. I do have the ability to approve or deny community codes. I haven't responded to this one because if you look at the note, it just says this user has previously posted leaks containing false information. An achievement system for Nintendo Switch Online has not been confirmed by Nintendo. That is true, but they've also posted things that were correct. So I'm not so sure a community note is needed. I think everyone's well aware that this is a rumor, but you know, it is what it is. I decided not to vote on that one. They could give extra money with those achievements, something like what the gold points were, but improved. For now, no, but I don't rule it out since it seems that they'll be testing. So they might be testing different things. And so there's not going to be game discounts and gold points going on, but maybe, you can't rule it out because, as you test the field, maybe something happens in, maybe something comes in. And then when will this arrive? Next year or by the end of this year? Very soon. And he says, I don't know the date, but as you can see, there are already many details. So I suppose it won't be long before it arrives. Now, maybe this is a surprise drop happening this holiday. Maybe it launches alongside Kirby Air Riders. In fact, we have a Kirby Air Riders Direct coming up. And I feel like the way that Masahiro Sakurai makes games, that announcing the achievement system alongside that in a Kirby Air Riders Direct might actually be a really smart move, and could be one of the reasons that maybe we even need that Kirby Air Riders Direct, because it could be the way to debut this new system, and it launches with that game. Maybe Pokemon Legends EA partakes in it as well. I don't know. But yeah, that just could be something. Again, I'm just kind of speculating here. I don't really know. And that's about it. He doesn't really talk about a whole lot else in these responses. These are just people that are either excited for this, have skepticism, all this different stuff. So I think this would be a great idea. I think absolutely 100% an achievement system would be nice to have. Again, I'm not someone who cares that much about achievements, but I do see value in it, and I do understand that a lot of people like it. It gives them reasons to replay games. It gives them unique challenges they weren't thinking about, like, beating this boss without getting hit using this one specific weapon. I think that's like just a really kind of cool challenge. I can see a lot of that coming up in like a future Zelda game or something, or a Xenoblade game. That would be kind of interesting. I think that achievements do add to replayability of games, and they do give people goals when they just want to wander the world a little bit and maybe not progress the story, and they just want to do some random stuff. Achievements also tend to promote exploration. So some people just feel like achievements make games better. For me, I've never played games to achieve anything other than my own goals. And when achievements pop on screen, sometimes it's like, oh, that's neat. I didn't even know that was an achievement. I guess that's cool, because you get achievements for basically anything. And I do feel like Nintendo's system might not be as broad as that. As an example, like when I played Madden, you got an achievement for winning your very first online head-to-head match. Then you got an achievement for winning your very first franchise online match. And it's like, okay, I guess that's an achievement, but everyone should be able to get that achievement. So I guess it's just a way to make everyone feel good. But then, do you feel good? It's just a game. It's just one game. It's one thing if you achieved like 50 online wins or 100 online wins or something like that. But your very first one, I don't know. I guess it's just a little hit of dopamine. I personally don't care. And look, I get achievements on the Xbox all the time. So it's kind of weird because I don't try for any of them. They just happen. But I think Nintendo's system probably won't be like that open. Imagine the Nintendo. Oh, geez. Imagine a new 3D Mario comes out, or even like Galaxy 1 and 2, and they added achievements to the game. And you get an achievement for your very first jump as Mario. Congratulations, pop up on screen. You won blah, blah, blah mission, or you completed the mission of one jump with Mario. And it's like, really? That's kind of okay. Now, we do see Donkey Kong Bonanza has a little bit of an achievement system. They at least have like a stat tracking thing, and they have goals they want you to hit. And those goals are basically their form of achievements that you can redeem to get currency in game to do things. So I do think that, you know, they've been experimenting long enough with achievement systems that it would be cool to have a universal one. Again, enough of Nintendo's games over the years have had various forms of their own achievement systems and medals and all of that, that it just makes sense that hey, maybe we should just finally make a universal system we can use with all of our games. And when I say all of them, it's only going to be games that participate in it. I don't think Nintendo's suddenly going to shove achievements into every game, but I do think more and more games would get achievements if Nintendo had this universal system. So as we go back at this, again, not sure if this is an official image or just one he made. I'm going to assume it's just one that he made, but I don't really know. But just to go over this one more time, you know, you get new rewards depending on the games you play, like icons, wallpaper, and points. Points received to redeem for rewards, but rewards will also be received directly by playing specific games or achieving certain achievements within the game. So like there'll be an achievement that gives you a reward, not just points to redeem rewards. Like using a specific weapon, defeating a boss without taking damage. You'll be able to see the rewards and achievements that other users have earned and those they haven't. I think that's a really neat thing. We always like to compare with our friends, and all of you guys that are members and on my friends list will be able to see how much or how little I play each game and what I've achieved in it. So that's fun. Anyways, by meeting certain conditions, rewards can be exchanged. I think that's really neat. You can choose your favorite rewards to be automatically redeemed. So like, you know, hey, I just want to favorite this when I get enough points, please give it to me. And it'll be mandatory to be a Switch Online user, which is probably just because of all the points and the rewards and all that lot behind it. So there you guys go. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below. Is this the type of achievement system you're hoping to get from Nintendo? Obviously, we need to see it in action. There's a lot we don't know. That's the thing about things like this. Like, if this is a leak and this is real and it's coming, this is like a lot of details, but also a lot of unknowns. And we have to see it in action. We have to see what the UI is like. We have to see how this functions on Switch 2. Is this something they also drag to Nintendo Switch, or they leave it on Switch 2 just because there's extra headroom with the performance? I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I am Nathaniel Rumfeljans from Nintendo Prime. And folks, I'll see you guys tonight. We have the Nintendo by podcast tonight at 8 p.m. Central, and I'm really, really excited for this episode. It is the first ever, for the first time, literally setting records tonight. We are hitting a milestone. Tonight, Nintendo by podcast. Oh, man, we have game developers on for the very first time. That's right. The very first time we have game developers on. We're going to be talking about their game. We're going to be picking their brains. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you guys decide to tune in because it's going to be a wild ride. And it's the first of hopefully many. Next month, we have Yacht Club Games coming on. This month, I'll leave it as a surprise. If you already clicked on the episode, then you already know. But click on the episode. I'll put a link down in the description for that as well. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you in the next video.